Okay, section 9.3, problem 2. The whole section is entitled Law of Sines, but you'll use law of sines some, and you'll definitely still use your law of cosines here. In this particular problem, you've got in this section, two different things. Either you have three sides. If you have three sides, you're going to use you'll have to use this type version. If you've got side angle side, you would use this. So if we're trying to find angles, this, sides, that. These are the two situations where you have to use the law of cosines. And we are given the three sides here. So we would actually end up with finding the three angles. What are the angles? We need to identify. I'm going to use, you could do any angle, but I'm going to use this since this is what's already up here. So we'll use that situation. Side A is 7. Side B is 3. Side C is 6. Plug those in. And of course the A and the B on the bottom. A lot of it, once you plug it in, just kind of becomes calculator oriented. So we plug that information in, and that's the value you get right there when you do that. But that's not your answer. That is just what this part is. You have to do the inverse cosine of that, and you can do it of the whole thing, or you could have taken that answer and do it. Either way you do it, notice what happens. But if you just did cosine, that's not the angle. It has to be inverse cosine of that whole entire amount there. Now, your angle is 58.4, and technically I should have a degree symbol there with it because it is degrees. That's the answer. Okay, I found one angle. I need to find another one. I can find another angle by using the law of sines. So I'm going to look for angle B this time. I know angle C, I know side C, and I know side B. So the only thing in the four of these that I'm missing is the angle B. Since I want angle B, I'm going to say B, sine of B is to be as the situation that I know both of them in. So I substitute there. Your B is 3. Your C, side C, is 6. And we just found angle C to be 58.4. We plug it in, and a lot of this is being sure you know how to put it in the calculator correct. This is solved for sine B. To get it solved for B, you do inverse sine of that. Angle B becomes 25.2 degrees. Okay. Once you have two angles, then you want to find the third angle by the idea that they add up to 180. So the two angles that I found, the 58.4 and the 25.2, they need to be summed, and that sum subtracted from 180, and that would leave us with 96.4 degrees. At that point, you should now know all three sides and all three angles. You were given the three sides and you found the three angles. So you've seen both versions now of the law of cosines. And we don't usually just stick with law of cosines. Sometimes you can, but it is a little more difficult to work with than the law of sines.